In South Africa, we hate Julius Malema, right? We hate EFF, right? We are saying this country can be worse under EFF, right? Yet we never give them the chance to show that. The only political party that I know is giving scholarship to the.
Okay, let me tell you why this is a bad idea. And it's a good idea to EFF people because they see an opportunity here. Remember the last elections, how EFF lost a lot of its chunk of its voters. I think they got about 6% or something like that, né? Or 9%, I don't remember. So they see that they are losing voters. They see that people are not voting for them anymore. So what's their grand scheme of plans? What's their idea to get more people to vote for them? Is to get illegals documented.
Someone saying EFF, as usual, they're scoring own goals and so on and so on. And I ask myself, how do they score own goals? Somebody said they're scoring own goals because saying this illegal foreigner must be documented. And I'm thinking, what?
So Julius Malema made a statement that undocumented immigrants should be documented in South Africa, and Black South Africans actually have a problem with this. That he is asking for undocumented immigrants to be documented because he knows South Africans will never vote for him. He is campaigning because he wants foreign nationals to vote for him. Guys, what do you have to say about this? South Africans, a lot of them hate Julius Malema, EAF, the leader of EAF, not because they hate him personally, but they hate him for the fact that he always supports foreigners. He always stands with Nigeria. They don't like the fact that he likes Nigeria. They don't like the fact that he likes foreigners more than them. So by so doing, they say if they vote for him to become president, all other African countries, they will all flood into their country, of which they don't want. They don't want foreigners to flood into their country. That is why they say no, they will never vote for Julius Malema. Mind you, if Julius Malema wants to become president, if Black South Africa says they will never vote for him, there is no way he can become president in the country. So there is no, to be honest, there is no way he can become president if the people of the country says they will never vote for him. And why are they saying they will never vote for him? Because he is always standing with foreign nationals in their country. They say he loves foreigners more than the South Africa. So why would they vote for him? He should become president, so he can become president of foreign nationals in their country. Guys, if you're new on this channel, you haven't subscribed. What's to stop you from subscribing? Please take a look and listen to what South Africa have to say about Julius Malema. Watch this video.
The kids, they take some kids to become pilots, all things, building schools, building houses, right? As the fourth party, number 4. Because there's ANC, there's DA, there's MKP, then them. Beside the foreigners, what do you hate about EFF? Beside this foreign thing, what other things that you hate about EFF? Secondly, how do you know that the country will never prosper under EFF, but yet EFF are doing more than other political parties, even more than the ANC? So what do you hate about them? Why you don't give them one chance, just one chance to lead the country? Then you can say whatever you want to say against them. Do that. All races, not only black people, all races. I want to know, besides the foreigners and stuff, what other things you hate about the EFF?
So once you document it, you now have the right to vote. You can have the rights of the country, they now protect you. So that means you are treated as a citizen. And they will tell those people like, yo, no, you got documented because of us. So vote for us. So don't take this thing serious. Don't take this thing as a joke, actually. This is very serious. And we have to deal with these things. Things like these are going to destroy our country, man. So they're doing this so they can get more voters. It's got nothing to do with protecting whatever. They want more voters. That's why they're doing this.
Documentation does not mean you are going to be a South African. Documentation means you must be known in this country that your name should do, wherever your name is, while you're in this country, we will know you. We must be able to trace you. That's what documentation means. Doesn't mean that you are going to be a South African. To be a South African, you must be born here. The law is very clear. You must be born here. You must marry in this country. After some years, then you can become South African. Thirdly, also, you can be neutralized and you apply. So I don't understand whether we are just too lazy to read or lazy to understand anything, because someone says EFF want people to be South African. Documentation does not mean that we say you are coming as South African. You are going to be documented. You are going to be known that you are in this country. That's what documentation means. That's what Naledi Chirwa was saying. That's what EFF is saying. To document people, refer to them being known that they do belong in this. They belong to their countries, but when they're in this country, we'll be able to know who is in this country. When they leave, when they enter, we'll be able to monitor that. And that's key for crime prevention. That's the whole idea. It's very frustrating when you're dealing with that. Seem to be very aware of everything that's happening, but they can't even differentiate between neutralization, differentiate between citizenship, differentiate between being born citizen. They don't differentiate all those things. They're just getting confused. In this documentation process, nobody's being neutralized, nobody's being made a citizen, nobody's made a citizen. It's just to monitor so that we can know who is in this country, where from, and what are they doing in the country. That's what it is, that documentation. That's where you'll be able to monitor and control who does what in this country. It is in a nutshell what EFF is saying.
You have a question regarding Abahambe. Is it directed towards legal or illegal foreigners? This is a brilliant question. From my observation, the narrative is always shifting. I'll make an example for you. During the Addington saga, the problem that March and all these other organizations had was that there was an influx of undocumented migrants' children going to Addington Primary, therefore restricting space for South African children. Do you know how many undocumented migrants or undocumented children were in the school? 5, as verified by the Department of Education and Home Affairs. Then, of course, the narrative shifted to, no, we want South African children put first. Which begs the question, were they against illegal foreigners accessing public facilities, or were they just against foreigners? Well, that is still something that needs to be interrogated. In my opinion, they're just against any African migrants accessing public facilities in South Africa, especially those who are poor and vulnerable. And so to finally answer your question, it's never been about legal or illegal foreigners. They know that, we know that. It's always been about targeting African migrants because the intensity is not applied consistently.
So guys, right now a lot of chaos is actually happening in South Africa right now. South Africa is saying no to Julius Malema, no matter what Julius Malema says. And Julius Malema's followers have been going down. Anytime protests like this come up in South Africa, the only person that always stands with foreign nationals in South Africa, it's always Julius Malema. Julius Malema has always made foreigners to know that he's always with them no matter what. That's why he is advocating that these people should be documented. Give them documents so that you will not be calling them anymore undocumented immigrants. South Africans are now saying he wants them to vote for him. He's campaigning for illegal foreigners because he wants these foreigners to vote for him so that he can become the president of South Africa. Is that possible? Anyway, guys, let's find out in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe on this channel, like and drop your comment. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you guys on the next video.